Hey guys, so today we have the new Linux Mint version 18 update that came out June 30th. This is codenamed Sarah with the new Cinnamon 3.0 desktop environment. It looks great. It's a new dark theme we have here. And then so first off, we'll start looking at the applications already installed. So all these were pre-installed applications, which include Firefox, GIMP, and your LibreOffice suite that you'd use on a regular day-to-day basis. So in the start menu, you have your panel. You have a panel below, and then you have your favorites menu right here. And so to add things to the favorites menu, you go to the package you would like to add to. You go to add to panel, and it'll pop up right down there. So, and then we'll add it to the favorites. As you can see, it was added over here. And then you can always remove from favorites too. And then we can add it to the desktop. And we want another icon there. So this is very easy to install and very stable for new Linux users who want OS. It's not going to have any problems for configuration. You might find some kind of older versions of the applications, but at least you know that they're stable and you will not have any problems with this. So let's look at this install menu. Install menu is very easy to use. It's very self-explanatory. It's a full graphical installer. You don't have to worry about the command line or anything like that. So this is the installer. Very easy to use. Alright, so now let's look at some of our media choices of media that they put into this OS. So for graphics, they have the image viewer to view your images. Use GIMP to edit images. Very useful application. And many other apps for use. For example, the Banshee for watching videos or listening to music. So we'll take a look at account settings. Here's GIMP right here. So many tools. It's a Photoshop alternative for Linux users. So over here we have another array of application menus. So right here is the account settings. So we can go to system settings, and we can even lock screen, switch user, and the basic system commands. So from here you have an array of choices. You can tweak the experience. So here's the Sarah code name, and then you can change all kinds of different stuff. So we'll leave it at that. Check out the effects menu. So you can change anything from Windows effects to the different effect styles. So we'll be sticking with the Cinnamon, but there's all kinds of other effects you can use. Also, there's an applets settings. So this is your accessibility to the apps. So you can lock it from not being to keep it from being uninstalled if you have something that's very useful and you want it to be protected and you have to have saved. You can lock it. You can even manage your firewall through the system settings. So take a look at that. So here's the basic firewall that comes installed. So we can say this is the public profile. You can change the status on and off. Change that to public. Say incoming packets we can allow or even reject. But we'll turn the firewall off for now. So with the system settings, you don't have to worry about going through the terminal to configure things. You can use everything through the system settings. Let's close that. And with this, let's look at the software manager. The software manager is an alternative to the command line. Say you're a user who really doesn't like the command line. It's kind of the thing you don't like working with the repositories by typing it in. You'd rather just click on the app you would like to get and then install it. So that's where the software manager comes in. So we'll wait for that to start up. Cancel this. We'll maximize that. So all your software can be installed through these different categories. So all your Office applications are stored in the Office categories, and this is where you can install different Office applications. For example, like Mousepad, the XFCE text editor, or mEdit, gedit, and other useful applications. You can also look through things like system tools. You want some to be able to tweak your OS a little bit more. For example, we'll install this Quake. So to install things on Linux Mint, you just double click, and then once it pulls up, wait for it to pull up, you click the install button, and it'll start installing. So a very easy way to install things on Linux Mint. Very useful if you don't like using the command line. But still, we're going to show you how to use the terminal to install things in Linux Mint. So as you might know, Linux Mint uses the Ubuntu base. So in Ubuntu, you install things with sudo apt get install and then your package name. So this is how you'd install it on Linux Mint. We say yes, and then start installing. So that's the traditional way of installing things on Linux Mint, but we're going to cancel this, clear the terminal. So to update your system and make sure all your programs are up to date, you do sudo apt get, and instead of install, we just use update. And this will update your system with the latest repositories, and you can use sudo apt get upgrade to actually update your system to the newest update. So those are very useful. We'll look through our file manager. So our file manager looks good with the green theme to match the Linux Mint Cinnamon 3.0 desktop environment theme. So on our side, we have, on the side, taskbar side, we have home, desktop, and documents, which are traditional things we need. And then we have these drop-down menus up here. So we can add new tabs, create new folders, new documents, and even SSH into a server. You can use SSH, secure shell, or even connect to a Windows server right from the file system. And there's a bunch of other things you can do with it. So yes, this is the file system, and here's the root directory you'd use for configuration files and installing things. So we're going to remove GIMP from the desktop real quick. So basically, this is the overview of Linux Mint. It's very stable. You don't have to worry about having problems updating. It's very good for the average user and things that really don't need the bleeding edge apps. You might have it'd be slow. It takes a little bit longer for you to get the latest update to an app, but at least you know it's stable and in working condition for the user. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and like and subscribe. Thank you.